And welcome to Charlie Woodford Field here on a Saturday afternoon, 4 o'clock kickoff between the Belleville East Lancers and the Chicago Mount Carmel Caravan for the second round playoff game. I'm here with uh, Lancer varsity pitching coach and former principal Dr. Lane and his son Caden Lane. How you doing, boys?
Oh, we're doing good. We're ready. We're excited. What a beautiful, beautiful day. The sun just came out. I brought my coat, and I need my sunglasses now.
Yeah,
So, hey, for
that's where I'm
everybody
at
out
too.
there that's used to hearing Owen, that's Owen Jacobs, who just got us on the air, and Steven Stock. Steven's on assignment today, and they asked every other person in Belleville to help Owen, and they all said no. So they ended up with me and my son, but we are going to do our best today to give you a broadcast of this second-round playoff game. It's exciting any chance you get to play in the second round of the playoffs. You want to appreciate it, you want to value it, and you want to make sure it's a great experience for the school and everybody in the school community. So they're going over the starting lineups here. We just watched the coin toss right before we came on the air, and Belleville East won the toss, elected to receive. So we got about 13 and a half minutes on the clock, and then we'll have an anthem and probably some introductions. So we're probably right at about 20 minutes till kickoff. And Mount Carmel's going to kick left to right on your screen from the south end zone to the north end zone. So let's talk a little bit about how we got here and what happens next. This is 8A, second round playoffs. Last week, Belleville East went on the road to West Aurora. They played a 7-2 opponent, kind of a 16-17 matchup, I believe, right, Caden?
Yes.
Yeah, so Belleville East was the 17 seed, traveled to the 16 seed. West Aurora came out with a 48-34 victory. A really, really impressive offensive performance for the Lancers. So it's been a good year, a couple losses on the year. We recapped those. They lost to East St. Louis, they lost to Edwardsville, but they bounced back strong, finished strong, 7-2 regular season, and here we are in the second round of the playoffs. Now, what a new opponent we have. Owen has been talking all day in our preparation, in our meetings, about some of the players that are on Mount Carmel, and we'll have a chance to talk about them all night and see what we can do to neutralize them. And if anybody's logged in Chicago, anywhere in the northern part of the state watching the YouTube broadcast, we appreciate it. We going to do our best to provide the best information that we have at all times and the best play-by-play for you. But if we get anybody's name wrong, I said I was going to say this right at the beginning. If we get anybody's name wrong, no, we're sorry. We would never do that on purpose. We want to always get everything right. So, Chicago Mount Carmel, how'd they get here? Well, an interesting first-round opponent. They went 9-0, ran the table. They played Loyola in Week 9. Then they turned around, and Loyola made the playoffs with 4 wins, and they played them again in Week 10. And it looked like one of the best games you could possibly find clips of and read about with the 21-17 late victory.
Loyola had the lead the whole game till the fourth quarter when Mount Carmel took the lead.
So Loyola was I wouldn't say in control, that would have been the wrong phrase, but they were a different kind of opponent for them, given that they had played 2 weeks in a row, the familiarity, the conference rivalry, Loyola being the 8A state defending champs, who actually in round 1 last year defeated these Belleville East Lancers up in Chicagoland. Mount Carmel being the 3-time defending 7A state champions, now bumped up to 8A, trying to make their mark, and they have not shown any chinks in the armor so far this year with a perfect regular season, and they sit at 10-0. So what happens after today? The winner of tonight's matchup advances to the quarterfinals of the 8A playoffs. Lincoln Way East, 7-2, kind of surprisingly in the regular season with that Week 9 loss. I don't think any of us thought when we were trying to guess where the Lancers might fall, who they might play, has been dominant in the playoffs. 45-zip in round 1, I think 55-13 if I read that score right last night at Palatine. So if the Lancers are able to win today, they will go on the road to Lincoln Way East next week for the quarterfinals. And if the Caravan come out on top, they will host Lincoln Way East, I believe, in that quarterfinal round matchup next week. So that's kind of where we're at. Sets the stage for you a little bit. It's a beautiful night for football. The Belleville East band's coming on the field.
The Marching Lancers are under the direction of Mr. Mark Tessero and Timothy Hassel, and today they are led by senior drum majors Caden Owens and Jonas Whitley. They will start their part of the pregame festivities with America the Beautiful.
So when you look at Chicago Mount Carmel, Owen, I don't know, and I tried my best to do as much research as I could, and I spent a little time as a football coach early in my teaching career here, but I don't know if you can find a school in our state with the type of football history that they have. I believe it's 16 state championships.
Wow.
Like I said, the last 3 in 7A. You know, you look at their the coaching staff that they have and have had historically. It's just really one of the most impressive things. Their coach right now is a guy named Jordan Lynch. Played quarterback at Northern Illinois. Played quarterback at Chicago Mount Carmel. Played quarterback at Northern Illinois. Had an unbelievable collegiate career for the Huskies. Actually finished 3rd in the Heisman voting in 2013. I don't know, I guess you go to that Michael Turner era and Jordan Lynch, man, they were great. Short stint, not sure he actually played a game, but with the Bears and then the Edmonton Eskimos in the CFL. Came back to Mount Carmel. This is his 8th season. He enters today's game with a record of 85-12.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm glad you reacted that way.
Wow.
Because if they're able to continue this run, obviously we're pulling for the Lancers to stop it, but if they're able to continue this run, if they were to repeat, he'd get to that 100th game somewhere this run, and that would mean he was like, I'm just going to say 88-12. So he's winning, I don't know, 85, 90% of their games.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's really incredible.
So they've made the playoffs. Every year he's been the coach. Obviously, we had that one COVID spring that he was there. Last 3 7A state championships. They won a 4th state championship under Lynch in 2019. And you might say to yourself, well, okay, things really turned around when they got Jordan Lynch. No. Things just continued on as the way they were, because before Jordan Lynch, they had a Hall of Fame coach by the name of Frank Lenti, who went ahead and won 11 state championships himself. So it just kind of sets the tone of the history. Now, the good news is you don't have to play Donovan McNabb or Simeon Rice or the other 20 NFL players that they've had and Hall of Famers. You don't have to play them today. You just have to play the guys that are on the field. But unfortunately, when you talk about those guys that are on the field, we're going to take just a break here. I'm going to be quiet just for a minute for the national anthem. Thanks to Mr. Tessereau, the director of Lancer Bands, Mr. Hassel, his counterpart, and of course the Lancer Band for that beautiful rendition of the national anthem to get us ready to go. We were talking just a little bit about the history of Mount Carmel and the team, and I said it's good we don't have to play the history, but we do have to play the team that showed up here today. And when I entered Chicago Mount Carmel I'm a simple man, so we started with a simple Google search. And one of the first articles that pops up when you want to read about their team to start the year is Chicago Mount Carmel the most talented team in Chicago football history? And that's when I knew, okay, we're going to be in for one. And then obviously they've backed it up. But some of the players that we want to highlight today, and, they'll highlight themselves on the field, right? But that defensive line, they got a senior, Joey Quinn, defensive lineman, just a monster. I don't know, 6'4", 6'5". Saw him out there in pregame.
This has him listed as 6'6", 255.
Yeah, shows what I know. 6'6", 255. Was committed to Vanderbilt. saw on Twitter that he decommitted just a couple weeks ago, but the long list of offers will just continue to roll. And you think, okay, well, if we can control that side of the line, we'll be okay. Yeah, that is right until you look at the other side of the line, which is led by the 6'4" defensive lineman, number 99, Braden Jones. And, you know, he's only committed to USC, so no big deal. And obviously I say that tongue-in-cheek. If you're at home, please know there's just nothing but respect for those types of players and what they've accomplished. And we hope to, regardless of what happens today, see what comes next for them. So maybe if you get past that first line, right, you can find a little chink in the armor. And I'm going to tell you, you cannot, because then we're backed up by a linebacker, number 32, a junior, Roman Igwabike, I'm going to get that right? The number one rated player, number one rated junior linebacker in the state of Illinois, more than 40 Power 4 offers. And so, you know, we'll talk a little bit more, but they got a sophomore defensive lineman, Caleb Tucker, multiple offers, a junior wide receiver, Quentin Burrell, who had the huge catch last week in the 80, 90-yard run to take the lead and win the game. Sophomore wide receiver, Marshawn Thornton, it could have been him, multiple Big Ten offers. Senior Claude, and I did the spelling, I did the phonetic pronunciation guide, I'm going to get this right, Puma. Claude Puma, the transfer from Chicago Phillips, who's committed to Nebraska, just another mount. So they got some players. Now the good news is Beverly's going to roll some guys out there too, right? And we think we have some good players, led by none other than number 54, our Cincinnati commit, defensive line, offensive line, Juice Rulo. Juice has been a mainstay for 4 years on both sides of the line. In addition to his exploits and what we hope will be a great college football career, he's also the defending 3A state wrestling champion. And in addition to that, he's got a second-place finish and a third-place finish, so hopefully he'll add another state title to that this year. Other guys that we want to look out for the Lancers. You know, Caden Wood at quarterback. He's come in, been a 2-year starter, really stabilized things and gotten the Lancers going in a great direction. You know, he's won – what would that be, 15, 16 games as a starter here. So he's had a great career. And any list for the Lancers has to have number 7, James Johnson. Owen, you've been doing these games all year. What can you say about James?
He's incredible. It's every game that he plays in is a fun game to watch. Because it's not just a simple catch with him. He'll catch it and spin 3 guys out and take it to the house for a touchdown, or he'll on an end around he'll run it and juke out 3 and spin out 2, make the whole defense miss, and score. And it's quite simply just incredible how he does it. It feels like every play. It's probably not, but it feels like every time he touches the football, something is going to happen. It's going to be impactful. And it's him and it's Josh Ware, I would say, are the 2 to watch tonight. James is obvious. He's got a couple offers from Power 4 schools. Very good receiver. Very good on the defensive side.
Yeah, he's had a bunch of pick 6 lately.
Yeah, he's been very good on the defensive side as well. Josh Ware kind of flew under the radar coming into this year. We were looking at Jaden Beeman being the starting running back, and he is tonight. It is Jaden Beeman tonight. But we started the year with Jaden Beeman either under the weather or hurt. I'm not quite sure which one. I don't remember. But Josh Ware stepped into the starting running back role, and he never really looked back. He started that game 1 with a couple very long touchdown runs. Just pure speed, didn't spin anybody out like James, but just pure speed and power. Ran through a couple guys and a couple big touchdowns in that game 1, and never looked back after that.
I'm glad you brought up Ware.
He's been a solid spot. He's had a solid spot since he stepped on the field. Game 1.
Ware, Willis, Now, C.J. Willis, another guy that's a key piece for us. A couple guys on defense, Killian Roush, Miles Greenfield. You know, there'll be others. Hopefully a lot of names to call for the night and get things going. So here we are, waiting on a football. Is that 89 or 99 that's about to kick it?
89.
That is
89. Okay.
Ethan
All right.
Hamer.
Ethan Hamer's going to kick. Like I said, left to right, south end zone to north end zone. Mount Carmel kicking to Belleville East to get things started here.
Secured a football.
That's good. That's been awkward. So what do we got? We got James Johnson back deep. He's back there with
C.J. Willis.
Yeah,
C.J.
CJ on the
Willis.
right side and Anthony Hitch on the left side.
Okay, so we'll see what we got. Thanks for joining us, and here we are, second round, Class 8A playoffs. The ball's in the air. It's going to be Johnson bringing it out. He's going to run it to the left. He's got a little seam, closes pretty quickly, stays on his feet. He's going to bring it out just past the 27. Ball came out, but that's late. I'm going to put him at 1st and 10 at the 28. So let's meet the starters for your Belleville East Lancers on offense. Across the line, left to right, tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle, B.J. Green, Juice Rulo, Maddox Carroll, Caleb Ingram, and Braden Schwab. Tight end, Ja'Cory Brown. The three wide receivers, James Johnson, Kerry Willis, Anthony Hitch. Tailback, Jaden Beeman, who will be spelled by Josh Ware, and Caden Wood at quarterback. So that's how the Lancers are going to start it today. And then after this first down play, I'll give you the Caravan starters on defense. A little motion for the Lancers. Goes 4 wide right. No backs. Swings it out right to Johnson, just kind of like what we talked about. Little swing pass. He's going to take it. I'm going to put him right at the 35. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Could be a long 3. Who's going to be out there for the Caravan on defense? Braden Jones, Caleb Tucker, Landon Carter, and Joey Quinn. Couple of big-time commits I mentioned. Rogman, Iguabike, Stephen Winkler, Gavin Conjar, Patrick Breaky, Brandon Rogers, Tavares Harrington, another name that I got to make sure I get in there with a ton of offers, and Isaac Saldana. So Wood gives it to Beeman. He's going to lose one, and we're going to have our first big third down of the game.
It'll be a 3rd and 5 here after that loss of 1.
So the
Loss on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
at that opening coin toss, sorry, I lost my thought there, my words. At that opening coin toss, the Lancers won the toss, took the ball, right? And, you know, you might defer, you might wait for the second half, but I think they took it right there because they were hoping to put a good first together drive. We're going to motion out wide. Mount Carmel's in man-to-man. The wheel's open. He's going to try it. Incomplete.
Slightly overthrown.
Slightly overthrown,
And a little bit of contact. Both handsy. Not trying to say it was pass interference. They were both handsy. But there was a little bit of contact there.
Good hand fighting by both, but
just a bit overthrown.
So
the Lancers
offense on
keep
4th
the
down.
offense on the field. Now, I don't want to spoil it for you, but I have seen Caden Wood take 2 steps back and punt out of this formation. So I could see that happening here right now. Tried to draw him off the hard count. He didn't even take the steps back. He gets a little punt away. Bad bounce for the Lancers, and it's going to be down by that C.J. Willis down in the ball at the 39, and the Caravan are going to be out for the first time on offense. I have specifically waited until they came out on offense to talk about quarterback Emmett Dowling. Not the fanfare, not the offers necessarily when you go online, but you talk about a football player. He was the conference offensive player of the year, stepping in this year for a quarterback that went to Vanderbilt, and he has been nothing short of spectacular for the Caravan so far this year. Great family history at Mount Carmel. His brother was a state champion quarterback. His dad was a state champion quarterback for the Caravan. And once again, for the second time today, Owen, we're waiting for a football. So while we get that football out there, let's meet the defensive starters for the Lancers. It's going to be Rulo, Hunt, Holton, and Ja'Cory Brown up front, Trayvon Smith, Kenny McCline, Killian Roush, James Johnson in the midfield, and then Jordan Williams, Kevin Gibson, and Brandon Bush on the back end to try to keep the lid on things here today. Caravan come out 5 wide, motion to the left. Dowling looks left, throws it over the top, and it's incomplete. That was an interesting play. Looked like it could have been picked off. Looked like it could have been caught, maybe a good play, and then kind of bobbled it a couple times, and 2nd and 10.
Good way to set the tone there on defense for the Lancers. Force an incompletion.
So running back Nathan Samuels to the right of Dowling here on 2nd and 10, and the Lancers jump. Fall up. Yep, it's going to be offsides.
Yeah.
So it looks like, I didn't know, but it looks like the Caravan are going to use the clap count, and it's going to make it 2nd and 5.
See a lot of college guys using that now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch John Gruden's podcast, but
I do not.
he's, every draft class, he'll flame the quarterbacks for using the clap count rather than a spoken count.
Dowling gives it to Samuels. He's taken down just past the line of scrimmage. I'm going to call it 1 yard. Big tackle by Rulo there. The Lancers are going to need a lot of that. So here we are, 3rd and 4, 4.5. Here's what I will tell you. You jump on that clap count here, it's going to be 1st down. So Mount Carmel, new formation, trips bunched way to the sideline. They still have a 4th receiver in tight. Lancers appear to be in man-to-man. Here comes a quick one, and he's going to have that 1st down. I believe that's number 6. I believe that's, I want to get the pronunciation right. He's not on my pronunciation guide, so I'm going to just assume it's Patrick Breeke. About a 7-yard gain for the Caravan to get a 1st down there. They look to go quick here. Same alignment, other side, completely flipped. He's going to look to the wide side again, and he goes back short side, throws down the sideline, good coverage, incomplete. That ball was intended for Quentin Burrell. Looks like the Lancers had number 10, Brandon Bush, in very good coverage right there, the junior cornerback.
Looked like it was the exact same play call. Had the screen out right, had the long streak on the left side. Just flipped it. Nine and a half minutes left in this 1st quarter.
2nd and 10. Burrell's going to start in the backfield, motion left, get set. There they go. They're going to look to the right. He's rolling right. Edge is set. He's wide open. Touchdown, Caravan.
Yeah, that's a nice play.
Looked like the corner got sucked up a little bit, thinking about run, got behind him. And 6-0 Caravan early, 3 minutes in. We'll see how the Lancers can respond. Caden, who caught that touchdown?
Could not see.
I think it was number 5. I believe it was Jamari Brown, the senior wide receiver who was out wide right.
It was Jamari Brown. I remember seeing that number.
Snaps back, kicks up, and it's good, and it's 7-0 Caravan, 9:23 to go in the 1st. Obviously can take a little of the wind out of your sails here on, so we're going to have to find an answer from Coach Harrison and the offense to come right back, because we knew it was going to be a challenge. We knew the type of opponent we were up against, and so it's going to find out right away what the guys are made of, and that's what the playoff football is all about.
Absolutely. Just gotta find a way to stop the offense. Got to find a way to break through on offense, break through their defense. Just got to find a way. Like you said, we know what opponent we have. We've been looking at it all week. Just gotta break through.
Hamer's back out for the Caravan for his 2nd kickoff of the day. Johnson, Willis, and Hitch are back deep. Thanks for your help. Couldn't quite get that number. So here we go for the 2nd offensive series of the game for your Lancers. Still going left to right, south end zone to north end zone. Ball's in the air. It's a shorter kick. Johnson's still going to come up and get it at about the 14. He's running left. He stiff arms one guy, and then he is taken down. Great play by number 1. Gavin Conjar, another one of the captains listed here on my Mount Carmel sheet. There's a penalty marker here. It looks like they're getting the spot right before they walk it off. The preliminary signal was holding. Holding on the offense. If it's going to be there at about the 19, that'll be, at about the 19. That'll be about half the distance to the goal. So we're going to be looking at about the 10 to start the drive.
Not the greatest start, but
that's well said, Owen.
Not the worst either. Could be much worse. And again, just got to break through. Especially with the ball on the 9-yard line. Just can't go backwards here.
So Lancers, Caden Wood, 2 men in the backfield. Both break out at the same time. 5 wide, goes quick to Beeman. Quick to Beeman. 5-yard gain. Solid. Looks like the Lancer early game plan is to try to strike quick. Not put our quarterback in a situation where he stands back there and holds the ball for a long time, but rather get it out of his hands quickly. We're 5 wide again. 3 to the short side at the top, 2 at the bottom. Snap to Wood. It's a quarterback draw, run the whole way. He slides down. I think they're going to say he made it. I would have thought he was slightly short, but that's why they're the refs, and I'm up here with Owen. So we got first down for the Lancers.
It did look a little bit short to me as well, but take a Lancer first down.
All right.
First down of this game for the Belleville East Lancers.
Iguabique's coming off the edge. You could see it. He walked right up, and, man, they bottled it up inside. Wood kept it on the keeper. Looked like another designed run. I don't think he decided to tuck it that quick. I think it was quarterback draw, kind of hoping to get that blitz beater. Looked like he got 1. We're going to call it 2nd and 9 from where we sit in the top left of the bleachers. Offense turns to the sideline. I'm not sure it is. Owen warned me how hard it would be to see who makes the tackles in there, but the mass of those bodies, gosh, they move well, and it's hard to tell. But I can tell you this, they look impressive, that's for sure. All right, Wood hands it off left to Beeman. Great run, breaks a tackle on the left side. I'm going to say he picks up 7. It's 3rd and 2, 3rd and short for sure.
Yeah, that looked like 7 to me.
Really good pursuit from the backside for Braden Jones.
That's another thing that's really tough is finding the yardage on plays. And me and Steven, just about every broadcast, we will talk about this and the math, the flipping the field. It's so tough.
Here come your Lancers on 3rd down. Boy, he hit the hole hard. That's Ware. That's your Josh Ware. He's going to have a Lancer first down. I'm going to call it a gain of 7. 2nd first down of the drive. Lancers appear to have a little something going with this 2 backs with Beeman and Ware next to Wood. Johnson out right. Heitch, there's 1 more. So they go to 5 wide again. Try to spread them out. Wood delivers quickly. Incomplete. It's another quick pass we were looking for, kind of an extension of that running game. Don't put us in a situation where we have to block for a long time. Unfortunately, no gain there. So 2nd and 10. 6:42 to go in the first quarter. Feels like a really big play. If we can keep the drive going, eliminate some of those nerves that you feel when you go out and you give up a touchdown and you're nervous about what's going to come next. Wood's going to call Ware to the backfield. He's going to look. He's going to get it out. Just a little bit late on the break. Based on Coach Harrison's reaction, he was not super pleased with the wide receiver. But unfortunately, it's 3rd and 10, and that's 2 incompletions in a row. Felt like we had something there. He would have had a chance to catch it and turn upfield, but just a little bit late getting out of the break. So we look at 3rd and 10. We got DJ Cotton to the short side here. We got Brandon Bush to the short side here. We got slot. We got James by himself at the top. They got a corner and a safety over the top. Wood looks right. It's a screen right. Oh, there's tons of room if James can make a block. Ware doesn't need a block. Wow, great play call. Great design. Took advantage. They saw the aggressive blitz coming. So we're going to go from the 38 to the 44. So that's 12 plus 6. That's 18-yard gain for Ware there. Owen. And here we go. Lancers want to go quick. Shifting again.
They saw the aggressive blitz and the backed off coverage on the right side and love that look.
Well, we got
Throw it
Johnson
quick.
out here to the left. Lancers hard count before they look over. Plenty of time on the play clock. Still 10. 5. 1. Got it off. It's going to be Beeman over the right side. Stacked up by Braden Jones, and I'm going to say
that's a gain of 1.
Caleb Tucker for a
It's
gain of
3.
1.
Not 1.
Oh, yeah, it was
Yeah.
3. Good call, Owen. You were right on it. Number 66, Landon Carter, was also in there for the Caravan. I tell you what, they have – who's 88? Darren Graham. I mean, they just keep cycling guys out there.
Yeah,
who-
when they get that Joey Quinn and Braden Jones out, they have Darren Graham to come
Yeah.
in and stuff the lineup.
So they think we found something. Here comes a wheel. He's got a step. Caught. I believe it's caught. It's a catch.
That's a
Wow,
catch.
great throw. We're going to go from the 41 to the 11 for a big first down. I tell you what, it was good coverage. It was just a better throw and catch. So we're going to go from the 41 to the 11. That's a 30-yard completion for Caden Wood. The ref wants the clock to run, but the scoreboard is not running it. Thank you. That's one of my pet peeves when I watch football. Watch the ref. That's your job. 1st and 10. Something just popped.
I'm pretty sure that was Caden.
1st and 10. Just under 5 minutes. Lancers want to overload to the left, and nobody blocked the edge. Nothing doing. He came hard. He read it perfectly. And nothing doing there. So 2nd and 10. It's maybe 11. I'm going to say we lost 1. Great play. Great play by number 1 there. Gavin Conjar, again, the senior captain for the Caravan. He motions to the sideline, something.
He's
The
staring
Lancers have
hard over there.
The Lancers have turned the field here. They have it down at the 12-yard line, even in 2nd and 12. Yeah, we are. All right, now we're legally aligned. Twins right, twins left, 2 by 2. Looks like Ware in the backfield. Wood looks left, has time. Now he's rolling right. He's going to dump it to, I'm not sure who, but
Casper the Ghost.
they're going to talk about it over there. And unfortunately, I do think there's a possibility he pulls his flag out and says intentional grounding. Yep, there it is. Yep.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in intentional grounding is a loss of down penalty and a spot of the foul penalty. So we went from 1st and 10 at the 11 to 2nd and 11 at the 12 to now 3rd and 21 at the 22.
Yeah. That's what it's looking like.
I'm not sure
Oh
why
my
they.
God.
I'm not sure why they took it back the extra there, but
I don't know. 3rd and 30 here.
so here we go, 5 wide. Not what we were hoping for, but we still got a 3rd down play. Wood looks left, throws to the end zone. Johnson's got a step. Oh my!
Oh, dropped.
Good throw, good play. I think we'd take that all day. I think James would tell you he'd take that all day. So kind of in that weird spot in the field where you're not going to punt, you're not going to kick, but you got 30 yards to gain. So we're probably looking at another chance here into the end zone.
Yeah, most likely an end zone shot here. I mean, either that or you're going for out of bounds at the 1.
Yeah. So, man, that was really, really, really well done. Great throw.
Timeout called.
Feels like another one of those moments. You can't let the air come out of it. It's easy to feel negative when those things happen, but you got to stay in it, got to go right back to the next play, got to give James Johnson another chance. So the Belleville East Lancers take their first time out, and we are going to step away for just a minute with them. All right? So we will be right back with Lancer football.
This has been your Belleville East Broadcast Network. Back out of this timeout. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left. 4th and 30 for the Belleville East Lancers. Down 7 in their own part of the field.
Just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, 3:57. Owen reset it. Mount Carmel doesn't like something, and they're going to answer the Lancers timeout with a timeout of their own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Am I counting wrong? I think they might have 12 out there.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I see 12 out there.
Yeah, so it looks like it was number 24, Caleb Hopkins, DB, junior DB, who went off the field. And, you know, as any coach will tell you, those conversations usually go, hey, what were you doing? And then there's some miscommunication that takes place. But credit to the Caravan for seeing the 12th. You know, that's probably the guys up in the box saying, hey, coach, we got 12. Let's use a timeout. Let's not give a free first down. Let's not give a free play away. So they go with the timeout. We're going to stay with you here and, you know, kind of keep going because we just took our break. And so early in the game, tough spot for the Lancers. I don't think if we were looking at the analytics, I don't think there's a lot of scenarios where the Lancers convert this. But that's why you run the play, Owen. See what happens.
That's true. And even if they don't get it here, you could still give the Caravan worse field position.
I think you're exactly right.
So I think maybe not even a shot to the end zone. I think maybe you throw it to
Wood looks, he's going to get hit, and he's going to go down, and
that's the one thing
really,
you don't want to happen.
Really unfortunate. You can see the frustration on the Belleville East sideline.
Yeah.
So Wood sacked, number 1, Gavin Conjure. I've heard the PA guy say his name through my headphones. It feels like 100 times already. And so what looked so positive early didn't end positively. The Caravan get the ball back, 1st and 10 at the 40. Here they come. Dowling's back out. They're going to go 2 by 2. They're going to go with, I believe that's Samuels to the left of Dowling. He's going to look left, delivers it quickly. Good coverage. He's right on him. They're going to give him a little bit better spot than I think he deserves based on how he caught the ball, but it's going to be a gain of 4.
Yeah, that'll be a gain of 4. Looked like he came forward to the 41 to catch that, but
you know there's going to be some.
We're just the eyes in the sky. We're not down there.
You knew there's going to be some forward progress for sure. So Dowling walks up, tells his lineman what he wants. He's got Samuels to his right this time. Burrows out wide left again. Fakes, starts to roll right. We don't have the edge set. Wide open on the right side's number 17. Wow. He's going to bulldog a couple guys down for a first down at the 33.
He'll run right through Kevin Gibson, senior DB.
Duran Sims. Big gain for the Caravan. Clock continues to run. We go under 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Looks like they're going to get a little different set. They're going to switch sides. Burrell and Samuels are going to come to the right. Nope, Samuels is going to stay. We're going to go trips left here with Sims, number 3 and number 5. That's Marshawn Thornton and Jamari Brown. Dowling's going to send Samuels left. they're going to look for Burrow by himself. They like this matchup a lot. And, oh, boy, I don't think so.
It's offensive pass interference. There was a shove on the offensive side. I can only assume.
Hey, Owen, I'm going to teach you as an adult about assuming. But I agree. I mean,
yeah.
I didn't see
that's
much.
what I saw. I was watching that the whole way, and I did see a push-off at the end.
Based off number 12's reaction for the Lancers, I assume that it was offensive pass interference.
So we'll see. They're going to go back and talk to the back judge. And this isn't your first game, Owen. You nailed it. That's going to be offensive pass interference on Burrow.
Yeah.
So that is a 10-yard penalty. Going to back them up from the – I'm sorry, that's a 15-yard penalty. They're going to take them back from the 33 to the 48. So they're going to be looking at 1st and 25.
From the 48-yard line.
That was really, really, really well done on the coverage there by Kevin Gibson. You know, he's 5'7", fighting his tail off. Trips left for the Caravan. Samuels to the right of Dowling. He's going to, same formation, same play, different guy on the right. He's going to run it. He steps up. He's not going to run it. He's got a guy wide open. Johnson. Oh, I didn't see him. He wasn't as open as I said, Owen. What a great read by number 1.
C.J. Willis
with the pick. Man. And that's why when you're watching things happen left to right or right to left, that's why it's so hard to play quarterback, because you don't see those people coming from the other side. And if it hadn't been Willis, it might have been James Johnson. Well, I tell you what, that offensive drive for the Lancers didn't go the way we hoped it would with the 30 yards of loss. But, man, what a big stop. Pinned deep again, back at our own 12, but the Lancers have the ball back here in the first quarter for what is the 3rd offensive series of the game for the Lancers. It looks like Woods out with Ware and Heitch to the left. James is out wide. CJ's out there to the right. And then I'm not sure who's in the slot. Maybe Beeman, actually, now that I see it.
Yeah, it looks like Beeman.
Yep, that is Beeman in the slot on the right. We're going to check. We're going to run out of time on the play clock here. We're going to get a delay. It's one of those things you'd like to get cleaned up. I know we've lost our signal here. We got it back. Sorry about that. You can always put that in the chat if we lose it. We are watching it when you're watching it to make sure it stays up.
We don't.
Hey, don't correct me. You just let those people think there's a chat. I didn't know.
Okay, that's fine.
That's how you know
I'll let it
knows what he's doing. But we are watching it when you're watching it. So if we get a black screen, we'll check a couple of our connections. That's what we had there, and we'll get it fixed for you. Well, Lancers are mixed up again. Woods running for his life, and it seems to be going okay. And he's out to the right-hand side. And he's got a wall, and James Johnson's going to get called for a hold at about the 32. Boy, I felt like he had engaged with that guy.
There's also
yeah,
a penalty
they saw
marker
it.
down at the 10.
I was going to say there was absolutely a block in the back down by the runner. But
so I missed that one. Caden Wood, the Lancers were a little mixed up on the handoff. That one far downfield's not going to matter because that one back at the 10 is going to be, Owen believes, blocking the back against Belleville
100%.
East. That's going to be half the distance, right? And that's going to put us at 1st and 23-ish from the 5 is my estimate.
Is it halfway from the spot of the foul?
So it is anywhere, if you're inside, anywhere where the length of the penalty would be more than half. So if you're inside the 20 and it's a 10-yard penalty, it automatically becomes a half the distance to the goal either way.
Okay.
So that's how those things work.
But is blocking the back, is that from where it happened?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you block in the back 40 yards downfield, you take it there. Yeah, good call.
Okay.
Caden, you had a question? Okay,
I don't
sorry.
think it's going to be 1st and 23. It looks like it's going to be 1st and 18.
First and 18. That's why Owen tried to warn us that the math's hard. Thank you. So 1st and 18. We got 5 wide. Lancers, you need a little play here. We just haven't quite hit it yet. Wood looks right, throws, caught. Wow, great catch. That thing was loose, I think, most of the way, but Willis managed to hang on to it. I'm going to call that a 10-yard gain, and we're going to be at 2nd and 8.
Exactly a 10-yard gain.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes to go here in the first. Clock continues to run. I think a couple first downs would feel really good right now to at least turn the field back again like we were able to do in the last drive. And if you could finish it off with points, that'd be great. So Woods out, 5 wides for the Lancers. Snap back, quick out right. Hike is quick this time to turn around. Looks like gain of 4. Maybe 3rd and 4. Could have been 5, 3rd and 3. They're going to call it 3rd and 2 on the board.
Maybe
That's usually what I go off of, if I'm being honest. It's because it's so hard, especially down there. It's so hard to see the yardage.
Lancers have the ball at the 20, 3rd and 2. Don't appear to be in any hurry right now. Get everything set. We've been in this same 5 wide set. Oh, and I'm going to try to Tony Romo this, and I think it's quarterback draw. Oh, it kind of looked like, oh, what a read. I believe he was going to draw. He read it. He saw the pressure coming, and we're going to go a long way. Owen, who made that catch?
That's Cleveland Miles, senior wide receiver.
Cleveland Miles, senior wide receiver, is going to go from our 20 to their 23. So that's going to be a gain of 57. The clock is back running. I believe I had that one called right. I believe it was quarterback draw. He saw the pressure come. He looked up. Miles looked up, and they connected for the most important play, in my opinion, of the first quarter so far. Because we needed to turn the field. So 1st and 10 in Caravan territory again at the 23. Snap back to Wood. He looks again. He looks. He's grabbed. He breaks out. He throws to the right. He finds Ware runs over 2 guys, and that's going to be another Lancer first down. We do not have to run another play here, so Coach Harrison's going to have his opportunity to think about it. The clock's running. The ref's telling him right now, you don't have to run it. We're signaling it in, but nope, it looks like we just realized we can do it. So that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter here. Caravan 7, Lancers nothing, but Lancers driving again for the 2nd time inside the Caravan red zone. And this on the Belleville East Broadcasting Network feels like a good time to take a break and have a drink of water. Owen, we'll be right back with the 2nd quarter. All right, welcome back to the 2nd quarter. This is 2nd round 8A playoff action from Belleville East High School. Just a little reset for you. Belleville East Lancers are hosting the Mount Carmel Caravan. It's 7-0 Caravan. This is the 3rd possession for the Lancers. They have controlled the time of possession. I think it's something that they wanted to do, and they've been able to do it. But the Caravan hit a big play for a touchdown in the about 3 minutes into the game. So 4 wides left for the Lancers. Woods back. Pass is knocked down. That was 88. That was Darren Graham. Came off the edge. Knocked the ball down. 2nd and 10 at the 12. So we got into this exact situation, Owen, on the last drive. It was 2nd and 11 at the 12. And we ended up in 3rd or 4th and 30.
It was 3rd and 30 from the 31.
And then we had 4th and 30 because we went for it.
Yeah.
All right, so Woods under center. 5 wides left. I've never seen the Lancers line up like this all year, and neither had the Caravan, and that's touchdown Belleville East. Coach Harrison went into the lab and cooked a little something up. C.J. Willis on what I would call a screen pass to the left out of a new formation puts the Lancers on the board. It's 7-6, and we have got ourselves a football game. I will be the first person to be honest and say when I met with Coach Harrison, he was confident, but he was realistic, and I said, Coach, they got this guy and they got that guy. And he said, but we're going to go out and we're going to play football, and we're going to play Belleville East football. And so far, that's been fun to watch. Hockey's in, snaps back, Connor Gray puts it down, Sam Hockey kicks it through, and we're 7-7 early second quarter here at Belleville East. Well, I talked about not backing down, answering the score, keeping the momentum. I don't know if you could ask for anything more. As a matter of fact, you know, I would say from a total, not only a time of possession standpoint, Owen, but from a total yard standpoint. We went down 80 yards in the last drive. That drive started at the 12, I think, and we took two penalties to put us back at about the 5. It was 1st and 18 when Caden said, hey, it's not 23, it's 18. So that's about 95 yards there. Now the question is, who starts to make the adjustments? You start to realize you're in a bit of a dogfight, and who starts to make the adjustments? Who reads what the other side's doing? Who steps up? Who runs a little more that way, a little more this way, pass play, play action, whatever it is. But here we go. 7-7, 11:51 to go. Hockey's out for the kickoff. Mount Carmel's not expecting a deep kick. They have two guys. They have Burrell and Harrington. Tavares Harrington is back. I'm sorry, Marshawn Thornton. I got the wrong guy there. I have all my list of their Power 5 players, and man, Power 4, gosh, they have some crazy list. I believe everybody in the Big Ten you've ever heard of has offered Thornton as well. So very impressive group. 25 is going to field it. He's going to bring it left. Good coverage by the Lancers. They're going to have it about the 35. That's Madden Wilson for the Caravan, the running back, the sub-running back. Looks like he's a senior. And it's going to be first down for the Caravan right there on the 35.
Seems like they've been around the 35, 30, and 40 a lot
Yeah.
lately.
Yeah, I would agree. So the last Caravan drive was spoiled by a C.J. Willis interception. I just looked down, saw Coach Hanger in the crowd, volleyball coach. Great season for the girls. We'll get a chance to talk a little bit about them here as the game goes on. Dowling calls Samuels to his right. He rolls right. Juice pressures him. Big throw. Wide open.
Just widen.
Yeah.
So Thornton's going to go 40 yards? I don't know. 15, 20,
like
35 yards.
Yeah.
35 yards. Look like another coverage breakdown. They think they have something, I think, rolling right and getting it over the top. And they might be right. 1st and 10 at the 30.
That's what worked on their first drive, and it's working here again.
That is. Luckily, James was there this time.
James was there last time, too. I just think just a tad bit too late.
So here we go. Dowling looks at Samuels. Play action. He's hit as he throws. Great pressure from Rulo. Great coverage from Johnson. So I think that the one thing we could probably agree on, the three of us here, is when we put a little pressure on the quarterback, we make it a little harder on him. And all of a sudden those throws get a little tougher because when he gets to run, even when he's rolling out, if he is not under any pressure, gosh, does he throw a good ball. He is accurate. He's a good athlete. Really, really impressive player. So the Caravan are going to go H-back, tight end. They're going to look to run finally. I'm a little surprised they haven't done a little bit more of that early in there. He's going to break 3 tackles, and he's going to be gone, I think. Yep, that's going to be
The 5th.
touchdown.
Yeah.
Had a couple chances, Adam.
Number 8.
That's that junior, Nathan Samuels. He's going to run it in from the 30, a 30-yard touchdown. So, we just got done talking about feeling a little bit good, and they're going to punch back. Who's going to make an adjustment? And that adjustment was long pass, followed by putting it on the ground and having a chance to stop them and not doing it. So the Hamer is in to kick the extra point for the Caravan. They're up 13-7. Ball's back. It's down. Kicks up, and it's good. And that's going to be 14-7 Caravan with 11:22 to go in the second quarter. Well, we're going to need another answer because as good as you felt 45 seconds ago on that clock when the Lancers punched it in. Now you're back on the other end of that roller coaster thinking, what do we do? How do we come back? And we'll see what the answer is. We know the type of team Mount Carmel is. They showed it last week when they scored in the last 4 minutes against their arch rival Loyola to take the win and earn the chance to come down here and play in this game for the second round. So just a little recap. Mount Carmel, Belleville East got the ball first, came out, put together, I believe it was a 3-and-out, punted it away. Mount Carmel scored quickly, and 9.5 minutes into the game, it was 7-0 Caravan. Long drive for Belleville East, foiled with some penalties and some sacks, a big intentional grounding penalty. Interception then on the next Caravan drive by C.J. Willis, followed by a touchdown pass to C.J. Willis to make it 7-7. And then we just had Nathan Samuels with a long run to put 30-yard run to put the Caravan back up 14-7. And here we go, Caravan kicking right to left on your screen, north end zone to south end zone. Johnson Hike and C.J. Willis back. It's going to be Willis this time on the right. Breaks a tackle, steps in. He's going to get tossed out at about the 29.
Not a bad return. That'll be about 28 yards.
Tavares Harrington, another one of those highly touted prospects for the Caravan, pushed him out of bounds. Junior cornerback, right, 6'3", 180, can really run, can really cover. Very, very impressive to watch him move around before the game. All right, your Lancers are back out. Beaming to the left, Ware to the right. 3 wide receivers. Here we go. Ten on the play clock. Ware's going to get it going left. Hits the hole hard. I'm going to call that a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5. We've had some success in the straight-ahead running game. Kind of that power look. Again, just to remind you, the Caravan have USC commit Braden Jones up there. They have former, I guess, uncommitted 4-star defensive prospect Joey Quinn, and then maybe the best sophomore in the state in number 78 there. No, that's I'm sorry, 79, Caleb Tucker. 78 was Puma. There's the quarterback draw again. He slid down. It looked like a big hit, but I think he was under it.
I think he narrowly escaped that big hit.
And I'm glad he did.
Yeah, he would have got hit hard.
Gain of 2 there.
Stephen Winkler, a inside linebacker, senior, 5'11", 200, 210, I believe, was the one who came over the top and made sure that he slid down. So another big third down, 3rd and 3. A little different formation. Lancers are in the pistol. Ware stacked behind Wood, 3 to the left. Hike heads out left wide, looks at him. The wheel play. We've had some success here, and Wood's going to go down. That's number 79. That's that sophomore I was just talking about, Caleb Tucker. They list him at 6'4", 360. I read an article this week. He was dinged up in that Loyola game, but when I read the article, it said Caleb Bone Crusher Tucker. I knew that he was some kind of player. Again, possibly the number 1 ranked sophomore in the state. 4th and 8, Lancers keep the offense on. We saw this earlier. This ended up actually being a punt. We'll see what we do here. Try to draw them off. Doesn't work.
Back in their 5-wide formation.
We've seen a lot of 5
Step back. He's going to kick it. Kicks it left. Gets a good bounce. It's going to go out of bounds at the 33. So from our 31 to their 33, and as Caden correctly pointed out earlier and again now, they seem to have the ball between the 30 and the 40 every time they start the drive. So need an answer. 9:13 to go here in the second quarter. Lancers trail 14-7. Owen, what do you think here?
I'm thinking that the Caravan have something rolling. And I'm thinking that Coach Harrison and Coach Zergel in the defense are looking for anything.
Dowling swings it left. Johnson's right on time. And that's going to be a loss of 4. So great hit, great read, great play. What I will tell you in my career of watching and coaching football is that's often followed by a similar play that's a pump fake, and you want to run by the guy because he comes up and reads it too quickly. So let's see what the Caravan do. But goodness gracious.
That's a big hit.
What a hit by Johnson.
I haven't seen that out of James Johnson all year.
So
I didn't know he was capable of that.
different tailback. Madden
honest.
Wilson's in to the right of Dowling. Fake. Screen coming back this way. We're going to need a play out of 12. We didn't get it. Big hit.
James Johnson again.
Another big hit.
Was there a penalty flag there?
No flag on the play, but there was a late hit on James Johnson.
Oh, by them.
By them.
Okay.
Which is what our fans are looking for.
I knew our
flag
fans
on.
got excited. I was looking down.
No, there was no flag on the play, but there was a late hit, and they were calling for a flag.
Well, things are getting exciting.
Yeah.
3rd and 5 at the 39. Dowling, I expect a hard count. Here it was. We didn't jump. He looks back over. Gets the signal from the backup QBs. Wilson goes in motion, reads him, quarterback draw. He's got the first down and more. He's off across midfield. He's still going. And now he's got a wall of blockers. There's a flag in there. That's going to help, but it's still going to be a big, big play for the Caravan. It's going to be first down for the Caravan based on where that's at about the 40, I believe.
It's either a hold or a blocking back.
Yeah.
What was it?
I don't know yet. We'll wait for the signal, but those are the two that you get a lot on long runs.
I thought block in the back. I thought there might have been 2 blocks in the back even. Of course, only one of them would count. But
it's going to be holding. It's going to be holding against the Caravan. So it's going to move them back.
Should put them about the 40, yeah, for 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Here come the chains. They're going to put the ball down at the 40. They're going to run the clock, and we're going to need to stem this tide here a little bit. Dowling's got Samuels back, it looks like, next to his right. Burrell's out wide. Thornton's out wide. Snaps back. He's going to hand it off. Samuels filled in the hole by number 25. Falls forward. He's going to get more than we wanted him to get, and now we're starting to get some of the nonsense here. Let's hope both sides can keep their cool. Nobody wins from that. So, gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
It's like 78 was really getting into.
So here we go. 2nd and 6. Coleman and Samuels in the backfield. In motion. I think that's not Samuels. I think that is the smaller running back, 25, Madden Wilson, the senior. He's going to gain 3, 4. 3rd and 3.
Stopped by Coleman and Rulo of the Lancers.
Rulo, Coleman in on the stop. 3rd and 3. The sun's going down here. Beautiful night in Belleville for playoff football. Great time for a big play on 3rd down. Here we go. Snaps back. He's going to pull it. He rolls left. He's going to fall. Oh, man, what a good break for the Lancers. I mean, good pressure. Good pressure, no doubt. Dowling's up, but he's going to lose one. It's going to be 4th and 3. Again, in that area where for most high school teams, you're just going to go for it. You're not going to punt. You're not going to kick a field goal. Kind of some personnel changes. It looks like they're going to bring trips to the left with Thornton, Harrington. Oh, that's not Harrington. That's number 3 and 17. Burrell to the top. Wilson to the top. 5 wide. Then they're going to put Samuels in for Wilson. 5 wide, 5 on the play clock. Snaps back. Dowling looks right. He's got room. First down. Past the 20. That's going to be a Caravan first down. Willis makes the stop, but the 12-yard gain is going to be enough for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 21. Got him into the 4th down. Couldn't get him off the field.
We talked about this already, but Emmett Dowling is just an athlete.
Yeah.
He's he's going to be hard to stop through the air, but that doesn't even account for him running the football. And we've seen on this drive especially, he can run it.
6 foot, 190. Rulo misses, throws right, picked. Ooh, just out of Willis's hands. Great play, broke it up. Good pressure from Rulo that time, but you're just talking about Dowling. He escaped him again.
Yeah.
6 foot, 190, fast, strong, good athlete, makes things happen. So good pressure. Need more of that.
Getting past Juice is very difficult.
Ask everybody who's tried to wrestle him.
He did it with what looked like ease. I'm sure it wasn't ease, but it did look like that. And that's how you know he's an athlete. He just shakes off a 3A wrestling state champion.
Samuels around the left edge. He's got the edge set. Holding. It's going to be holding on number 17. So we got a 9-yard gain right in front of us. Just good way to see it on the left edge. Got those hands just outside holding. So they're going to take it back from about the 16 to the 26. Should make it about 2nd and 15.
Is holding spot of the foul?
Yep, good question. Holding is spot of the foul. It's 10 yards from where it happens. Another one of those penalties that if you do it way downfield, it doesn't negate the whole play.
It'll be a 2nd and 15.
Yep,
14,
looks like
15.
Oh, we'll call it 2nd and 15.
Either a short 15 or a long 14, whatever you want to call it.
Whichever one you like, Owen. So we got trips to the top side. Actually, we're going to go with quads to the top side. We're going to leave Burrell by himself down here. We're going to bring a guy in motion, kind of into an H-back position. Snaps back to Dowling. He looks left, rolls right. 44 setting the edge for the Lancers. Good throw. Big gain.
Yeah.
First down. I'm not sure who the flat player was, but didn't seem to have a guy there where we needed. 1st and 10 at the 11.
We did have a guy there, and that's what the rollout right does. It draws that flat in and leaves the man wide open. I think that's what they found. They found a hole right there in the Belleville's defense.
So good time to step up. 2-by-2 with Samuels back in the backfield. Bring the H-back in motion, fake the handoff, Dowling up the middle. He's got space. He takes it down. I'm going to say to the 1, I'm going to call it a 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Caravan from the Lancer 1.
Probably like a goal line formation here.
Yeah.
Trying to beat Tony Romo.
I like that. I tried it earlier. It didn't work for me either. So Caravan stays out of the gun. Samuels to the right of Dowling. Bring the guy in motion. Samuels straight up the gut for a touchdown. Touchdown Caravan. So 3:51 to go in the half. At a big spot. Caravan score again. 20-7. Hamer on for the extra point. It looks like Patrick Breakey's the holder, if I'm reading that right, number 6.
I believe that's who it was earlier.
Kicks up, right down the middle. And we're looking at 21-7, 3:51 to go. Lancers getting the ball back. In need of an answer here still in the first half on the Belleville East Lancer Broadcast Network. Good time for us to step away just for a moment. We'll be right back with that kickoff. And we're back for the kickoff here. 3:51 to go. 21-7 Caravan. Ball's in the air. It looks like Johnson's going to step up. Oh, boy. Willis almost had his knee down there. I think we were lucky he dropped it, but it's going to be out to the 21. Just a little bit sloppy all of a sudden here in the last 4 minutes for the Lancers. And that'll happen. You're in a big spot. You got a great opponent. You have to find a way to stay together. I will tell you this. Caravan get the ball. There's 3:46 to go. Caravan get the ball after half. This is a moment where the Lancers, we would love points. We need points. I understand that we are losing 21-7 right now. But this is a moment where we need to make sure that the Caravan do not get the ball again before the end of the first half.
You said it perfectly.
Because we need the break. We need the chance to adjust.
Ideally 7. Delay of game. Wasn't even looking at the play clock.
I wasn't either. I didn't.
I didn't even see it out of the corner of my eye.
Well,
1st and 15, not the way you want to start a
no,
drive, but
no.
Again, we've seen worse.
Snap back to Wood. Out quickly to Ware. Bobbled and then caught. Makes 2 men miss. It's a race down the left sideline. He's taken out of bounds by number 27. That's Stephen Winkler. 5'11", 210-pound linebacker, senior. Put a couple big hits earlier that we talked about. But, boy, that was much needed there to put us into 2nd and manageable, 2nd and 5. Get the 5 back plus another 5, 2nd and 5. Wood in the backfield, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Kind of got back there to that quick game. Hard count, don't go. Check with the sideline, 10 on the play clock. Here it comes. Wood looks left again, delivers. It almost appeared to me, I think he caught it.
Looked to me like he caught it.
But it almost appeared to me that C.J. Willis jumped in front of James Johnson. And there was some confusion there. I think our alignment hurt us a little bit there. Owen, we got ourselves a little bit tight to the sideline. Didn't quite have the space that we wanted for James to catch the ball and make a play. So James will switch sides. He's going to come down to the bottom of your screen on 3rd and 5. Playing the man coverage. Willis going to run with him. We're going to look at Ware's going to have to make a guy miss. He makes Winkler miss. He hits a guy at midfield. And he gets that first down at the 35.
And
very, very, very big play for Josh Ware.
Just before this game started in the pregame, that's what we were talking about. Josh Ware, he'll make a guy miss, and then he'll run straight through 3. It's incredible.
He's strong.
And he does it for a first down here. Very strong. I should have PE with him. Watching him squat is very fun.
I'm glad you talked about that because that's where that stuff comes from, that extra work.
Absolutely.
Wood looks up top to the right, out of bounds. Willis on the route. Great coverage there by Tavares Harrington in great position. He has butt to the sideline. Willis had no space, and the ball sailed out of bounds. But, I like the approach. I like the plan. We're trying to get the ball to our best players as much as possible.
Most important part of that play is it doesn't run the clock.
Yeah.
It keeps clock on the board.
Good or bad, depending on how these next couple plays go. I'll tell you in a minute.
True.
But I know what you're saying. We're trying to save time.
Save time for us. Keep time away from that.
Wood looks right, delivers quickly, intercepted. Deflected off of Beeman into the hands of number 1, Gavin Conjar. The Caravan are going to have it back at the 32.
I think instead of a minute, we can tell you right now that keeping that time on the board is not great for the Lancers.
Yeah. So both sides have 2 timeouts, 2:16 to go here in the first half. 21-7 Caravan. Just an unlucky or lucky interception, however you want to look at it. Great play by Conjar, though. because that ball was coming at him quick, tipped. He adjusted quickly. So single to the bottom side. Looks like Coach Harrison's going to take time out here. We want to make sure we get what we want. Good time for us to step away right before these drive starts on the the Belleville East Lancer Broadcast Network. All right, we're back. We're back from Belleville East. 1st and 10 for the Caravan after the interception and the Lancer timeout. 2:16 to go in the first half. It looks like it's going to be a handoff to the right-hand side. That's Wilson. That's Madden Wilson, one of the two-headed monsters at running back. A gain of 6. Going to take us under 2 minutes. And now we're in that time where Mount Carmel wants to score, but they're not in any hurry to do it. We were just talking about it the other way. So we go inside 2 minutes. Dowling gets what he wants. Burrell to the bottom. Looks like Thornton to the top. Wilson back with an H-back. Maybe Winkler. He looks left. And good coverage. Incomplete. Very, very good coverage for the Lancers. Number 12. That's number 12 on the coverage. That's Kevin Gibson. He's made a couple good plays. Burrell was called for offensive pass interference against him earlier, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 from the Lancer 26. Important to note, the Caravan get the ball after half because the Lancers won the toss and elected to receive. So
I'm kind of surprised we saw a shot downfield here.
I was too.
I mean, they're scoring at will here, and
Dowling delivers right.
You're trying to take time off.
Touchdown, Caravan on the swing pad, on the screen to the right. Came up, wasn't able to quite get off the block. I believe that was number 3, Marshawn Thornton, sophomore wide receiver. And unfortunately, to this point, the second quarter has been all Mount Carmel after the Lancers scored the game-tying touchdown early in the second quarter. So 27-7, extra point to come for Hammer. Kicks up, looks like it's down the middle. Ref signal that it is, and that'll make it 28-7, 1:32 to go. Here in the first half, Lancers are going to get one more crack at it. Be interesting to see where they end up with the ball and what they're able to do with it. So a quick recap, 7-0 Caravan after the first quarter. Lancers scored in the first 30 seconds, I believe, of the second quarter to make it 7-7. And then it has been 21 unanswered for the Caravan since then.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, great opponents make great plays, and a little bit of, unlucky interception, but it's been a good offensive quarter for the Caravan, no doubt. They've run it, they've thrown it, they've done a little bit of everything. So Hamer's out to kick off. Johnson Hike and Willis deep. Willis taking the last 2. Johnson took the first 2. So here we go. James going to take this one. They're going to get inside. He's going to bring it straight down the middle. See some space. Makes one guy miss at about the 30, and he's going to go down. Ball's down. Ball's out. Ref on our sideline comes in quickly to say he was down at the 32. It's going to be Belleville East ball. First down at the 32.
Looks like again. Well, not anymore. I was going to say, looks like again we are waiting on a football. But
yeah.
We were not. Just trading footballs.
It looks like DeWalt, Johnson, and Cotton to the top. Oh, there's one more. Willis is with him. And Hike down here at the bottom. 5 wide. Caden Wood by himself. Takes the snap, looks left, hits Willis, inside screen. He's still going. I believe he's going to have enough. Nope. He's going to be
Just
2nd and 1. We're going to try to go quick here. We're going to try to go quick. 1:10 to go. We could use a goofy play, a great play, whatever you want to call it, Owen. If there was a play to get the Lancers on the board again here in the second quarter, it would be humongous. Wood's back, same formation. He looks right. He pumps. He throws deep. Oh, he grabbed him. That's going to be holding. He got it. But it's a great penalty. Wood got hit hard
Very hard.
by Joey Quinn, the 4-star defensive lineman for the Caravan, but he's up, and I say it was a great penalty, and you might say why. Well, he knew that DB, double move, pump fake, he knew he was beat, so rather than give up that big touchdown play I was just asking for, you grab a guy, you take the 15 yards, and you live to fight another day. But positive play, 45 seconds to go. The clock's not going to start till the ball snapped on a defensive penalty. The ball's going to end up right at midfield, so it's 1st and 10. First and 10 at the 50 for the Lancers. So still the 5 wide. Looks like the same 5, a little different formation. Willis, Cotton, Johnson at the top. Cotton's going to come in motion to DeWalt and Hike side. Snaps back. It's protection. Good throw. Very, very, very smart play by Caden Wood there. Threw it to a place that was safe, got rid of it, didn't lose the yards. So 40.7 to go, 2nd and 10 right at midfield for the Lancers. Bears come out of this place just a little bit here in the second quarter, as you might imagine, with the success of the Caravan. Sort of feels like everybody I'm looking at around is sitting on their hands, waiting for something exciting to happen again, and we're hoping for it right here. 2nd and 10 for the Lancers. Snap back to Wood. He looks right. He steps up. He didn't see the ball. Penalty in the area of offensive holding. Nope. It's going to be personal foul, roughing the passer. I'm going to be honest with you. Owen, did you see the play?
I did not. I was
watching the ball.
Yep, I was too.
Caden?
I was watching the ball.
Yep, we were all watching the ball. But personal foul, I mean, that's another 15 yards for the Lancers. So they're going to have 1st and 10 at the 35. 34.5 to go. Same situation, defensive penalty. Clock will start on the snap. Lancers do have 1 timeout. I'd imagine they want to save it for something to stop the clock over the middle or on a sack, or if they needed to get something set up quickly. So here we go.
Looks like we're back in the 5 wide.
Yep, we had a little confusion there. Took somebody off late. 3 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Snap back to Wood. Here comes pressure. He's wide. No, he's not. That's the 2nd time tonight I've said somebody was wide open right for an interception. I think I might not be very good at this, Owen. And then there's going to be a late hit on the sideline over there.
Wood's pass intercepted by number 16.
25.9 to go. Mount Carmel ball.
Caravan take over 1st and 10. There's a penalty on the play.
I think there's going to be a late hit on the Lancers here, out of bounds. Yeah, personal foul.
Yeah.
Personal foul penalty goes against Belleville East.
So 25.9 to go, 2 timeouts for the Caravan. They're going to have the ball in Lancer territory at the 42.
Big spot here for the Lancers. Already down 21. Just looking to come out of the half, not down.
Yeah, to
28.
get into the half, 20 down 21, right?
Yeah, or even.
Quads left for
Yeah.
the Caravan. Dowling takes the snap. They're not going to run it. They're not going to let off the gas, nor would I. He is going to run it to the right. He runs out of bounds. 18.5 to go. Flags come in. I didn't see it again, but two refs called it.
I think a late push.
By us or them?
I think by them. I don't know. I think it was Ryan Hunt that
got pushed. Oh, well, we've gotten into some personal fouls, into some roughing the passers, that stuff that you want to get away from. You want to keep out of it. A lot of conversation here.
Those refs might want to consider coming back to football. They threw those pretty far. Those flags pretty far.
I didn't know what you meant, and now I do. So they're just going to call it a block in the back.
Block in the back.
So
Okay.
it wasn't late, but it was a block in the
Yeah.
back. That's a good thing for the Lancers here. 18.5 to go. He did run out of bounds. It was first down, so the clock's not going to start till the snap. 1st and 18 from the 40?
Makes it 1st and 10
1st and 10.
for the Caravan.
Oh, okay, because it was blocking
Right,
the back,
1st and
not a
10.
personal foul. Yep, I'm with you. The play counts, so it is still 1st and 10. Rolls left, seals the edge. Good throw to Burrell. Breaks a tackle, stays on his feet. 10 seconds to go. I got to believe it's going to be Mount Carmel timeout here. 9.6. So they went from the 40 to the 23. 17-yard gain on the pass to the left from Dowling to Burrell.
Williams on the stop for the Lancers.
Will be a Mount Carmel timeout.
So timeout, Mount Carmel. We're going to stay with you here, 9.6, till we get to half. We're hoping after maybe a sack, an interception, heck, a pick six. Those things would be fun here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a silver Kia Missouri license plate.
So 28-7 Mount Carmel. 1st and 10 at the 23 in Lancer territory. Right before half, 9.6 to go. One timeout left for both sides. I think it's fair to say at this point the Lancers are just trying to get it into the locker room right where we are, Owen.
Silver Dodge van and a white Infiniti. Please move your cars immediately.
Oh, coming out of the timeout, it's going to be Burrell at the bottom. He's going to be joined this time by number 17. Haven't said his name yet. Oh, yeah, I have. Duran Sims. I remember him. Dowling's in the backfield. Coach Harrison sees something with Coach Zergel. They're talking about it. They're going over it right now. They bring Miles Greenfield down. Right? They see it. Thornton's in. Pressure by Rulo. Pressure by Carroll. Big throw to the sideline. They're going to say complete pass. 3.2 to go. So we're in all likelihood looking at one more play for the half, right? So the Caravan decide, do we think we're going to score a touchdown? Or are we going to try a field goal? He's going to go out at the 5. I bet you the Lancers are going to call timeout here, Owen.
From the Lancer 5-yard line.
Now I think the Caravan are going to call timeout. Someone's going to call timeout.
Try to quick run.
I bet it'll be a Caravan timeout because I don't think they have enough time.
Coach.
He got it off right
Wow.
with 1 on the play clock.
Oh.
Pass is batted down. And that is really, really, really tough situation where there's .1 on the clock. The coaches are turned around at the press box. Unlucky.
I think it'll even be like .7 on the clock. It looked like the clock was stopped really late to me.
So here we go.
But
Caravan going to have one more time at it. Dowling looks to the sideline. He's got Samuels with him to his left. Snap back. He looks right again. At last play of the half, touchdown.
It's unfortunate.
That was pass complete to number 5, Jamari Brown. Good for Mount Carmel touchdown.
Jamari Brown, number 5, 5'11 senior. Last play of the half. 34-7, Caravan, extra point to come.
It's unfortunate. That's the only thing you can't let up in that situation.
Snaps back, kicks up. I believe we blocked that one. I believe Rulo blocked that one. 34-7 at the half. Both sides are going to head in. We're going to take a break here. Owen, we got a halftime show today?
I'm not sure. We'll see.
No, okay.
No,
I meant on our broadcast.
No, we do not.
Okay, so
At least I wasn't told
we
that
are
did.
no. I don't mean either. So I think you're right. So Caravan lead the Lancers 34-7 at halftime here in the second round of the 8A playoffs. Big second quarter for the Caravan has put them on top and firmly in control of this game. We will see what both sides have to offer here. We'll see you back here in about 15 minutes for the second half of Belleville East football and second round playoff action from Belleville on the Belleville East Lancer Broadcast Club Network. All right. Welcome back from Belleville East High School. Just finished the 15-minute halftime timer. Now the 3 minutes to get loose. Lancers back out. The Caravan was out about 6 minutes ago. Ready to go. No surprise that they'd be out a little quicker the way they ended the first half. Just dominant. Just to recap, number one, Steven Stock is on assignment, so we appreciate everybody tuning in. I want to personally thank Owen Jacobs, the guy who got us on, Belleville East Junior. He's the analyst, I guess, today. Usually does that work with Steven. He's the producer. He's the executive producer. He's the whatever we need, he's done it for us today. I want to thank Hayden Lane on the camera and then dropping in some help on stats, distance, down and distance, all of those things. It's been our pleasure to give you this game in the first half. It has not gone the way that as a Belleville East broadcast crew we would have wanted so far, but we have 24 minutes to go, and no matter what happens, we're going to be with you, and we're going to do our best to provide that good entertainment that these young men deserve as they put it out here in the second round of the playoffs. So second round of the playoffs, Mount Carmel Caravan at Belleville East Lancers, 8A. The winner tonight is going to face the Lincoln Way East next weekend. If the Lancers are victorious, they would travel to Lincoln Way, and I believe if I'm reading the tea leaves correctly, if the Caravan hold on today in the second half, they will host Lincoln Way East. And I have to tell you, as much as I will root for the Lancers, I think that's a matchup you would circle. Lincoln Way East was 7-1 going into Week 9, had a loss that I didn't anticipate, and I'm no expert, but I know a lot of people didn't anticipate. Mount Carmel is 10-0. They'd be 11-0 going into that game. Two absolute juggernauts that would be going head-to-head in the quarterfinals. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's see what the Lancers can do, because we want to fight to the end here and make sure we put our best foot forward here in the playoffs, especially for these seniors who have meant so much to this football program and to Coach Harrison. You know, fun fact, I was talking with Coach Harrison in our pre-production meetings this week, and he told me, oh, I've played Mount Carmel. And I said, well, Belleville East never played Mount Carmel. And I forgot that Coach went to Bloomington High School. And in 2002, the 6A state championship game was Mount Carmel against the Bloomington Raiders. And Mount Carmel came out on top that night against Bloomington. So he said, I've known for a long time the kind of program they have. I've seen it firsthand as a player, as a coach. And, you know, one of the things I joke around with Coach Harrison all the time about is that if you line up the coaches, I like his chances to be the best athlete all the time. But I gave him a hard time, so that might not be the case tonight. Coach was an All-American defensive back at McKendree, a all-conference baseball player at McKendree, a local NAIA Division II school. But Jordan Lynch on the other sideline, quarterback at NIU, third in the Heisman voting. Yeah, some really, really great coaches, great men, and great leaders. So here we go. Lancers are going to kick it off to start the second half. Sam Hockey's back out. We're going left to right from the 40. South end zone to north end zone. Caravan have Thornton and Burrow back deep again to receive. Didn't go deep the last time. Went short to Wilson, I believe, on the near sideline. Let's see what the Lancers do. We're going to go short again. It's going to make it back there to Burrow, though. He's going to bring it to the left side. There's an opening. Greenfield's there. He closes it down. He stays on his feet. Couple guys jumped in. I didn't get their numbers, but they helped to keep him. And Caden, where did they end up? Somewhere between the what?
30 and the 40.
Somewhere in between the 30 and the 40. Just about every drive has started for the Caravan, except for the ones in Lancer territory. You know, I think the sophomore Carter is on that offensive – I'm sorry, Caleb Tucker. He's out there with Claude Puma, but I'd like to mention those other guys. They've done a really, really good job. Center, right guard, right tackle. Gosh, they've kept Dowling clean. Dowling takes the snap, hands the Samuels up the middle. He's going to get 5 or 6 on first down, and I would suspect, Owen, with the score being 34-7, we're going to see a steady diet of plays like that.
Yeah, I can only assume that as well. Just trying to come out with a win at this point. No need to pile it on if you're the Caravan.
Those other I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Those other offensive linemen, the 71, Zion Elliott, looks like he's right tackle, 74, Declan Gill at center. Samuels again up the middle, and there's Rulo. There's Rulo with a big hit, right? That's our Cincinnati commit. Heck of a player. And then 76 is over there as well, Lamont Miller. I think those guys deserve some real credit. No, I missed one. 77's in there. I think I put Tucker in there, and he only plays on defense. So 77 is Tim Harkins. I've been very impressed. You know, it's easy to talk about the guys that have all the Power 5 offers, but gosh, how many times have I said the name Gavin Conjar? How many times have we brought up Steven Winkler? These guys have made plays. Dowling pulls it. He's going to run left. He's going to have the first down and more, past the 40, 30, stepped out. Kind of been the story, right? A play or two, a stop or two, but then a third down conversion, a run, a throw, whatever it is. He was run out of bounds by Willis in number 12, Kevin Gibson again, but that's going to be a first down for the Caravan at the 26. Owen asked me at halftime if the Lancers had ever played Mount Carmel before. We have not. Belleville East High School had started. Here's Dowling inside, shovel pass to number 8. He's got some space. There's Samuels. It's going to be another Caravan first down, first and goal at the 4. Have not. Lancers, Belleville East High School had started at Belleville Township in the late 60s. Broke off. We have Belleville East and Belleville West here. So if you're in the Chicagoland area, 2 high schools, about 2,500 students at Belleville East, about 2,000 at Belleville West. We have played, if I read my history right, the Catholic League, this is the 3rd time. Last year, the Lancers lost to Loyola in the first round. Here's Dowling, takes the snap, looks right, throws right, incomplete. Interference is going to be called, is my guess. I should not assume. I told Owen early in the game not to do that. But a lot of hand fighting over there. It's not going to make a lot of difference because they had first and goal at the 3. It's going to be half the distance, so they're going to take it down to the 1.5. So I told you that the Lancers lost to Loyola. I was correct. Defensive pass interference. Lancers lost to Loyola last year, and then I believe it was 2008. The Lancers went 6-3 in the regular season, traveled to Plainfield Central, defeated 8-1 Plainfield Central in the first round, and then hosted Brother Rice in the second round and lost. Caden, what was the score of the Brother Rice game?
9-7.
9-7. Yeah, that's right. You told me that earlier today when we were studying up. And the game was actually played at Belleville West High School because there was something wrong with the turf here. That was back when I was an assistant coach, Owen. So they made a field goal in the last minute of the game to win the game. Dowling takes a snap, rolls right. He's got number 4, Burrell, and that's going to be a touchdown. That looked like one of those 2-point plays you see on Saturday all the time in the college game. Those pick plays, they had it. So unfortunately, Mount Carmel comes out and marches right down the field to make it 40-7. Extra point to come. 9:46 to go here in the 3rd. Are we off, Owen?
No, we're good.
Okay.
I'm changing the score.
Well, see, shows what I know. That's why you leave the experts to do the expert work, and I'll just keep saying whatever comes to mind. We got Hamer out for the extra point. I'm sorry, new kicker. That's 82. Johan Mayeris is going to make his debut. It's up. It's good. 41-7 Caravan. So.
Apparently they were not satisfied with the
with
blocked
the miss
kick earlier.
right before half. So I talked earlier as we were standing here. We are on the top left corner of the bleachers here at Belleville East. So if you're one of the nearly 2,000 people that we've had log on today, thank you. We appreciate it. We're glad to bring it to you. Big thanks to Mr. Nesbitt, the athletic director here, who provides everything we need, and Coach Harrison for all the accommodation that they give and making it so that we can provide this. But I mentioned that I saw Coach Hanger down along the fence with her sister, assistant Coach Hanger. Big season for Lancer volleyball, right? 30 wins for the first time in over 20 years. Made it to the sectional final, lost a 3-set thriller Thursday night to Normal Community. But want to make sure you give a shout out there. It was it was a great run. I mean, a bunch of firsts. It was first time they'd beaten Edwardsville in 20 years. First time they'd beaten O'Fallon in 15. I'm guessing I'm ad-libbing a little. First time they'd won the conference in 20 years. Co-champs with Edwardsville and O'Fallon. Won the regional over O'Fallon. Here's the kick. It's going to go down the right side. He's going to beat about midfield. The ball's out. The ball is out. Number 8 was returning it for the Lancers. That is Antoine Brown. The ball's out, and Mount Carmel has it.
Hamer out back with the kick there.
Okay, Hamer was back in to kick it off. We're at that moment right now where it's hard to keep your head up, but it's a great learning experience for young people. Got to stay in it. Got to play. Here comes that big, successful offensive line I just highlighted again for the Caravan. They got a great group. But it would be a great challenge today. And from the second quarter on, it's been all Caravan. That is, oh, and I'm not good at math, but I believe it's 34 in a row right now unanswered. And they just got the ball back off the kickoff, the fumble.
It is 34.
So I don't teach math. Samuels motion right. Dowling looks right. He's going to go for it all right away. He's got a man. And touchdown. 47-yard touchdown pass for the Lancers. I'm sorry, for the Caravan, excuse me, not for the Lancers. So that was number 17. He's new to my list. I've said him a couple times. Duran Sims, 47-yard touchdown catch from Emmett Dowling. Gosh, I would like to see Emmett Dowling's stats. We'll do that in the post game when we recap, but man, it is, he has 82's back out. Mieres is going to try the extra point again, getting the younger guy some work. Hits up, and that's good. 48-7. I'm getting a little feedback here. You guys getting that in your headset?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that is.
So
That
it's
happens
48-7. If you're familiar with Illinois high school football rules, that means we're going to start what you want to call the running clock, the turbo clock, whatever words you want to use. So other than timeouts, injuries, turnovers, or change of possession, we're going to have a running clock here in the second half at Belleville East. 9:29 to go. Not the start to the second half the Lancers were looking for, but yeah, this is where we're at. So we're going to stay with you. We're going to keep going. Still want to make sure we get people highlighted. Good, still play to the end.
Does running clock start now, or does it start at the beginning of the fourth?
Nope, it'll start right now when he kicks the ball, and it'll just keep running. And the other rule in Illinois is you can't take it back. So it wouldn't matter if Belleville scored 30 in a row. The clock would continue to run. So
Hamer back with the kickoff.
yeah, Hamer's back. He's going to go. It's going to go deep to DeWalt, I believe. He's going to bring it down the right side. Hits the hole, breaks 2 tackles, got a little room on the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds at the 40. So
Not a bad return.
there it is. The clock continues to run. No, great return. Great return.
About a 34-yard return.
Owen's not going to be a math major either. No, I'm just kidding, Owen. I'm sure you're right. You called that early in the first quarter about how you and Steven talk about how hard it is to get the yardage, and I'll be honest,
Yeah.
most of the time I just wait until one of you guys tells me because it really is hard to add it up that quick. So, Owen, Lancer offense back on the field for the first time in the second half. I'm not sure why the umpire would be standing over the ball. It's been set. We don't have to wait. But here we go. Wood's going to deliver. It's going to be caught.
By Willis.
Gain of 8. C.J. Willis looked like he had a little trouble, juggled it, but was able to pull it in. Winkler, I think, brought him down.
Gain a 6 there.
6-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd and 4.
Thank you, Caden. Absolutely. You're ahead of it before Mr. Berger on the PA here. 2nd and 4 at the 43. If you can hear a little bit of feedback, the wind has really started to pick up here. Luckily for me, I'm a gray-haired old man, and I brought my big coat. My partner here, who's 17, Mr. Jacobs, did not. And I would offer him my coat, but I can't get that cold, Owen. So that's a first down completion from Wood to Johnson to the right.
Yeah, another thing that me and Steven talk about up here is the weather. He's been through this a time or two. He knows how to dress. I've been through this once or twice, and clearly not enough to realize my mistake.
Where to the left of Wood? While Owen told you that story, I just put my gloves on to give you an idea of what it's like up here. Well, Ware's going to motion left, 4 to the left, 1 to the right. Snap back to Wood. Quick screen to Ware on the left. Got a blocker. Makes a man miss. Turns the corner. No, he doesn't. Almost. 9-yard gain is what I'm going to call it. It's going to be 8. It's going to be 2nd and 1 or 2.
Long one, short 2.
Stick with us here. The clock's going to move fast. The clock is running. It's 6:40 to go.
They're going to call it an 8-yard gain.
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. At the 44. I will point out. I want to point out. I think this is important. That Mount Carmel has subbed some guys, so I see some different numbers out there. Trust me, they look like players. Not all of them, certainly. Johnson down the right side. Caught. Incomplete. Catch.
Wow.
Okay. I thought he caught it. He fell. The ball went rolling away, but the side judge came down the right sideline and marks it at the 15. We had it at the – doggone it, I should have looked quicker. I'm going to call that a 30-yard pass, right?
We'll go with that. I wasn't paying attention either.
So there is a flag. They called defensive holding.
Yes.
Defensive holding on the route. Didn't matter, Johnson. That penalty's going to be declined.
It was at about the 32-yard line.
James was able to break free, make the catch. 1st and 10 at the 15. Ware in the pistol. Nope. Yep, going to stay in the pistol. Ware directly behind Wood, 2-by-2 with him. It's going to be Ware up the middle. He's got a little space, and then he doesn't, but 2nd and 7, 58. He's new. He's new to my list for the Caravan. I'm going to say that's Kevin O'Connor with Corey McCullough Jr. So McCullough's a sophomore. O'Connor's a junior. Get some other guys in there. You know, I've just been really impressed. I told you the article at the beginning of the year. Is this the most talented Chicago team ever? 8 Power 4 players, but you don't miss a beat. Conjar, Winkler, Ikwabike, Dowling, Jones, Quinn. I'm forgetting guys. Tucker, Pumba. I mean, so we're going to have Willis to the right. Good throw. Looks like 3rd and 1.
Call it 3rd and 2.
They're wrong. We're going to call it 3rd and 1, Owen. No, I mean, yep, we're gonna continue to at least smile up here. We're lucky to get to host a 2nd-round playoff game. You don't take it for granted. Belleville East has been past the 1st round. Wood takes the snap. He pulls it. He's going to run, and he's going to be taken down. I believe that was McCullough Jr. again, the sophomore, 54. Yep. So the last time the Lancers went past the 1st round was 3 years ago. Big win against East Aurora at home, 70-0. And then traveled on the road to Maine South and lost in the 2nd round. I mentioned the Brother Rice loss. I was there for that one. Also a loss at Naperville Central in the 2nd round after an upset of direct snap to number 0, Beeman. Straight ahead on 4th down. He's going to get the 1st down. That's going to make it 1st and goal for the Lancers. Not giving up, fighting to the end. Remember, a touchdown would stop the clock. But other than that, you know, touchdowns and change of possessions is about it right now. I was at the Waubonsee Valley year, beat Waubonsee Valley, and then took it on the chin from Naperville Central, 43-3. So the one year that I haven't brought up yet, saving it all night, you know, just in case we needed a story. That's a handoff to 15. I think Ware's going to be in. That's a touchdown for Josh Ware and the Lancers. So 48-13.
Into double digits now.
And I know these guys with Rouleau and Ware and Wood and Johnson were hopeful to have that kind of run was in 2010. 2010 team for the Lancers went to the state semifinals, the most successful football team in school history. Not quite the pedigree of championships of Chicago, Mount Carmel, so it's remembered around here. The only year that I can remember, at least since the 8A system was around, hockey's got the kick. It's up right down the middle, hold of Connor Gray, the freshman quarterback, and it's 48-14, 2:32 to go. And we're going to take just a quick break here before the kickoff here on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. All right, we're back here at Charlie Woodford Field at Belleville East High School. Lancers were able to punch one in, 48-14. Hockey's out to kick off. Thornton and Burrell, back deep for the Caravan. Hockey's going to give it to him. He's going to get it over Burrell's head. Burrell's going to run it down, but it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Heady play. So right before we took our break, I started talking a little 2010 Lancer football. The only time that I'm aware of that the Lancers fell into 7A, made it to the state semifinals. Local victories the first two rounds. That's the difference between 7A and 8A. Around here, the only 8A schools generally are Belleville East, Edwardsville, and O'Fallon can fall in there. Not always. And that year we played O'Fallon in the first round, had lost in the regular season and won the first round playoff game. We played Belleville West in the second round and defeated them. Traveled on the road to Minooka for a quarterfinal victory before unfortunately hosting the semifinal and losing to Wheaton Warrenville South. So that's Dowling is out of the game. They have brought in number 12. Ryder starts, the junior backup quarterback for the Caravan. He slings it out to the right for gain of, what are you calling it, Caden? 2? 3. He's calling it 3. We're calling it 3. 2nd and 7. That 2010 group was a special group. Chase Allen, the NFL vet, was on that team as a junior. Just a lot of really good players and guys on that team. Coach Funk, head coach at the time, pulls it. Juice had the running back, but unfortunately the running back didn't have the ball. So that's going to be a Caravan first down. They're going to have it out to the 36. We're under a minute here in the third quarter.
That one fooled me. I was watching Juice all the way.
Me too.
I did not.
It's getting ready to tell you how good of a play you made.
Yeah, I was too. I was getting ready to say the exact same thing.
All right, well, snaps back. I'm going to be honest. It's going to be down the right side. Incomplete. In all my prep work, I did not spend a lot of time on the guys that are in now for Mount Carmel, so I'm sorry. I will do as fast as I can to read the names and give them to you. Clock continues to run. The Caravan do not have to run another play here in the third quarter. I don't believe they will. We're under 15. Oh, they're coming out like they're going to. Under 3, 2. They are not.
That's the third quarter.
That's the end of the third. So 48-14 Caravan at the end of the third quarter. One more quarter to go here in the second round from Belleville East. And we're going to take a break here on the Belleville East Lancer Broadcast Network.
Now back from Charlie Woodford Field, about to start the fourth quarter. Caravan at their own 36 here, looking like they got twins to the left. And
the ball's out. He
loose.
falls on it. So I told Caden this is going to be his time to do his first reset there after the break. So I appreciate that. Again, thankful to Owen for all his hard work, Steven for the fact that we even have this group and this club and the opportunity to broadcast it for people. Of course, Mr. Nesbitt. And anytime you get to stand up here and spend a couple hours with your son and enjoy yourself and watch football, you know, hey, listen, we all wish the score was different. But I don't take these moments for granted. Really, really appreciative. I mentioned that Belleville East volleyball team. I'm biased towards it because I have a daughter on that team too. But if you get a chance to spend those times together, you take advantage of them. So here we go. Snap back to starts. Rulo pressure again. He's going to roll right. He's got time. He's going to look, and he throws to number 15 for a first down. Owen, who's number 15?
Danny Killian.
Danny Killian's a senior wide receiver backup. Good for him to get in there. And,
Killian with a 19-yard gain there.
Killian gains 19. Just before midfield, 1st and 10 from the 49. Swings it out wide, incomplete. Starts his pass was intended for number 10, Jaden Brown, junior wide receiver. They got 84 in there as well. Aiden Evans. You
got an 84 on your roster?
I do. You don't?
I do not.
Oh, well, I got the A-plus roster. And Start's going to draw the Lancers offside, unfortunately. So that'll be 5 yards. 2nd and 10 becomes 2nd and 5. He's working. So looks like the Lancers have Antoine Brown, Maddox Carroll, Rulo across the defensive front. Ja'Cory Brown off the edge, same play. They think they have something there. Doesn't quite have the continuity and the experience and reps that Dowling had with those same things. Because you've seen they've tried to use that athleticism against us at times. Incomplete. Still got some of those guys in on the defensive front. Kenny McCline's in there at outside linebacker. Gibson, Greenfield, Roush, Willis on the far side. I can see him. And number 11, Jordan Williams out there. Inside screen to 84. He had it, dropped it. It's scooped by Willis, I think. He's going to take it to the house for a Lancer touchdown. 48-20. What a unique play. Inside screen, complete. I don't believe he was hit. I believe it was one of those plays where the ball hits him in the knee, pops out, slips out. That was 84, Aiden Evans, scooped up by C.J. Willis at, I'm going to call it midfield, maybe the 45, and taken to the house. Hockey's out for the extra point. We're looking around. We're missing somebody or something. I think we're missing the long snapper. So, 85 comes on for the Lancers.
We'll be going back 5 yards.
It looks like Terrence Ryder. We're going to get the delay.
Or is that 10 yards?
No, 5. We're just walking back farther than we have to. Looked like maybe just a little miscommunication. Didn't realize it was time to snap. So now this extra point will be from the 7 instead of they'll snap from the 7, put the ball down at the 15, a little 25-yard field goal. Ryder to snap, Gray to hold, Hockey to kick. Good snap, good hold, good kick. 48-21, 8:42 to go.
I feel bad for a guy like Sam Hockey tonight. He's got short shorts on and a short sleeved jersey. That's a tough one. Connor Gray as well.
I don't know. I got a big coat on, so they're young.
Yeah,
They're out there running around. Yeah, you don't have much of a coat on.
I got a jacket and pants, and I'm freezing up here.
Yeah, it's very cold.
Couldn't imagine having short shorts and no jacket. Nice to have some still air right now.
Lancers thought they.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I believe the Lancers are one short right now on kickoff.
And they sent one out. They sent another one out.
He was doing the same count we just were. I don't think I've ever seen that. A player counting to make sure that they're the 11th man.
Hockey squibs it.
Oh, my gosh.
13 for the Caravan, recovers it. Dean Camp, senior DB. Go ahead.
I wonder if that was like a form of an onside kick attempt.
Yeah, hard to know, right?
If it was, it looks like it was pretty.
It had a great chance to be successful.
Caravan bounce.
Hit them, and their guy caught it. So starts his back out for the Caravan. 1st and 10 from the 46 in their own territory. 8 minutes to go. We just went under 8 minutes on the clock. He's going to hand it off to 22. He's going to be taken down right at the line, maybe lost one. Victor Fryer, the senior backup running back, is taken down by Rulo and Carroll. Two guys that have been instrumental on offense and defense for the Lancers all year. All right, use the clap, doesn't work. At this point, you got to believe Mount Carmel's going to take as much time off the play clock on every play as they can. There you are. I know there's been a couple Lancer touchdowns, but I don't think anybody would argue they're not in control, and they're trying to get out of here. So starts his pass is complete to number 10, Jaden Brown. Junior, gain a 9-ish. He's going to be run out of bounds by Bush on the far sideline. 3rd and a little less than I thought. I'm gonna call that 3rd and 2. So gain 8.
the coaches.
I think that's in the
Something.
crowd. I think that's in the crowd. I think they're cheering for maybe somebody who doesn't get to play a lot or doesn't do a lot. Another handoff to Fryer. He gets to the line.
Let's say so.
Starts came out.
What a false start.
Nope.
No. I saw this ref on this sideline motioning false start, but I didn't see
So
a
did he
flag
go
down.
like this? He put his hands together,
He
false
did.
start. After the play?
Yes.
So what that means is after this play, the clock's going to stop one way or the other because it's 4th down. So it's either going to be change of possession. That is a ref signal. It's either going to be change of possession or 1st down. Now, he kept it on the ground, and they don't get it.
In a running clock scenario, that doesn't really matter. But it's running clock.
It's running clock.
It won't stop.
Nope. And
That makes sense. That would be the ref that would be calling a false start, though.
yes, absolutely.
That's where I was confused.
Absolutely. Right from that area. So here we go. Lancer offense back on the field after the 4th down. We're going to go under 5 minutes on this play. Wood, Ware in the backfield. He looks right. It's complete. Hit right away. Is that Bush or Willis? Hard to know if it's 1 or 11.
Hitch.
Nope, it's 18. Hitch, you're right. Hitch going to gain 5.
They're going to give it. Yep. Good call. Gain of 5 there.
I tell you, Caden, it's hard. It's hard seeing
It
the
is
yardage
hard.
up here.
All right. Wooden Ware again. Ware's going to sprint left in motion. Look to him. Look up the field. Overthrown. Incomplete. James Johnson was your intended receiver. He was covered by number 24, Caleb Hopkins, a junior DB for the Caravan. 3rd and 4, and we are probably going under 4 minutes on this play. Let's get another one for the scoreboard, huh?
Might make Lincoln White East a little bit scared next week.
Yeah. Ball's out wide to Willis. He breaks 1 tackle.
Oh.
He makes another man miss, and another man, and another man, and he's going to go.
Wow.
So that's going to be a 46-yard touchdown pass from Caden Wood to C.J. Willis. 48-27.
Second big touchdown in a row for C.J. Willis. Last one a scoop and score. This one a receiving touchdown.
So the Lancers are going to go for 2. I'm sure that there's some math to it. I just don't know what it is.
Down 20.
I would make them down 19.
Down 21. Down 19.
So I guess theoretically, if we're playing this out in our most optimistic world, Owen, we could go touchdown, 2-point conversion, touchdown, 2-point conversion, field goal, tie the game, and send us to overtime. If we got this, right?
I don't believe so.
Yep, 16 and 3.
Yep.
2-point will be converted. That's 18. No, that's 19.
Yep.
So 16, 16,
Yep.
19, yeah. Yeah,
I would suspect.
that makes sense.
I would suspect after that touchdown, you might see some starters back in here for the Caravan.
I don't know. I mean, 3.5 minutes left. You don't.
We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
The other
definitely.
thing
We
is,
will see.
The other thing is, if you're them, I do think you factor in. I don't want to leave with a really bad taste in my mouth and have giving up. So that was because when we replay this, right, it was 41 in a row for the Caravan. So that is 22 in a row for the Lancers right now.
Yeah.
48-30. I'm sorry, 48-29. 48-39 would be more fun. 48-29. 3:43 to go here in the 4th from Belleville East. Lancers to kick right to left. Hockey back out there. Last time he hit number 28 kind of in the chest. They still have the Caravan still has the second team kickoff return in because Burrell and Thornton's back. Burrell's just not. No, Thornton. No, we're going to onside it. It's going to go a long way and be recovered by number 85. Ryan Milnicki, the tight end, the senior tight end. And as usual, Owen was right. The Caravan's going to stay with the backups. And it's one of those things where there's no, there's no need to panic for them.
Caravan back in between the 30 and the 40.
Yeah.
Good call, Caden. Good call. Starts back in. He's got Fryer to his left in the backfield. And the Lancers are going to jump off sides.
It appears that there are three things that are almost guaranteed in life, and that is death, taxes, and the Chicago Mount Carmel Caravan starting between the 30 and 40 yard line.
I like it. So 1st and 5. It's going to allow the Caravan, if they want to run another 30 seconds off the clock, but they don't seem to care. They're going to go, and we're going to jump again. So that's another 5. 1st and 10 for the Caravan from the 45? Yeah, 45. Started at the 35, gained 10 yards without snapping the ball. That's pretty efficient if you can get it.
That is pretty efficient. That is
2.5. Again, Caravan could run 35 off. They haven't really tried to run time off. They've just kind of played, just kind of kept going, let their subs get what I'm sure they hope is valuable experience. 19 comes in motion, starts with the clap. The Lancers don't jump. Turn to the sideline. I might have spoke too soon. They might be willing to let this thing run down and only have 3 or 4 plays left. Yep. Offsides on the Lancers. Easy to get frustrated, hard to stay focused with everything that's happened here.
Now 15 without snapping the ball.
15 without snapping the ball, and they have successfully run off, I think, about 2 minutes.
Clock.
Wasn't it 3:43 when we scored?
It was 3:43.
So they have successfully run 2 minutes off the clock. They're going to give it to Fryer, going left. I was wrong. Starts is gonna keep it.
Flag right where the
It's a hold.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold. Nope. Personal foul face mask against the Lancers. It was in that holding area, but face mask against the Lancers. Well, depending on how they want to do it, the Caravan could probably get out of here in one more play. Right?
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
Take it all the way down.
I haven't
to
said
20
it yet.
seconds. Kneel it and then run off the rest of the 20
So here we go. Starts, looks left. He passes caught by 19. He's hit hard, stays on his feet. He's
That's
brought
impressive.
down, and I believe that'll do it here.
Not quite. We'll have one more.
No, come on. That's okay. You were right, as usual.
There will be about 3 seconds left.
So they just got to run one here.
Steven.
Might as well take a shot at the end zone.
I
right?
mean, I hope not.
I don't think they will, but I mean,
I don't either.
you
But
might
you're
as
right.
well.
When you have the running clock situation, it doesn't draw back. 34's in the backfield. They're going
And
to.
they will.
And he's
They
wide.
are. He's
Yeah.
not going to. So that play's going to come back. That play's going to come back for an illegal formation.
Oh, is that what that was?
That's going to be an illegal formation, and it will end.
That'll end the game.
That will end the
regardless.
game. That's going to be an illegal formation. It doesn't matter. 48-29 is your final here from Belleville East High School. The Mount Carmel Caravan moved to 11-0. They advance to host Lincoln Way East next week in the quarterfinals of the IHSA playoffs, right? Hands is shaking. The Lancers are going to end the season at 8-3. Second round playoff defeat for the Lancers and Coach Harrison. Great year. Owen, final thoughts as we sign off here for the last time on the fall of 2025?
Nothing to be ashamed of for football, for girls volleyball especially. tough way to end the season in both sports, but really nothing to be ashamed of. We won a playoff game in football. We're able to host a very good team and lost to them. It sucks, but it happens. You play better teams sometimes, and they showed that today. And in volleyball, got to host the regional, got to win a regional for the first time in 20 years, got to beat O'Fallon for the first time in 15 years, beat Edwardsville for the first time in a while, 30-win season for the first time in 20 years. Really nothing to be ashamed of. Took a very good normal community team to a third set. Played a very close first set against them.
That's well said. I think you touched on a lot that's really important, right? A great season for the football team. Always hard. Like, hey, everybody in 8A except for one team is going to lose the last one, right? So
yeah.
Great year, great fall is what I should say for Lancer Athletics. A lot to build on. We got to keep that momentum going into the winter now, right? And be thankful for the opportunities and hopefully continue to go. I want to say thank you to Coach Harrison, the Lancers, the seniors, the parents, the fans, the band, the cheer, everybody who helps make something like this go. Thank you for all your hard work in the fall. Really appreciate it. Thank you to Stephen Stock and Mr. Nesbitt for making this possible. Thank you to Caden Lane for his assistance today. And Owen, thank you very much. Owen Jacobs Jr. at Belleville East, who was in charge today, ran everything, and is the only reason that we were able to give it to you today. So congratulations to the Lancers on a great season. Congratulations to the Caravan on winning in the second round, and good luck in the quarterfinals. And that'll wrap up the fall 2025 season for the Belleville East Lancer Broadcast Club Network.